let's see what's up.
But we're competitors at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
And at the end of the day, one person's got to move on. Right now, Hawk's the one who's trying to hold it down. Hawk is pretty much the consistent number 3 around here. And if Blitz can put another person on his books,
That was cute.
I like that.
That was cute.
They walked up like close and respectfully had like the pose there. I like it. I want somebody to screenshot that.
Yeah,
Well,
that was pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie. But
all right, now,
immediately,
we
Hawk
already saw
showing the fangs.
Yeah, we already saw the way that Hawk just played against Kevaros. It was bad. Like he picked apart everything that Kev wanted in terms of zoning, but now Blitz, very similar in the fact that he like wants to zone somewhat. It's like more of a mid-range zoning.
Exactly. I was just about to point that out.
Yeah, he doesn't really care. He's playing right up against Hawk's face because he understands what he needs to do to succeed. It's not playback.
Yeah, Link, Toon Link is one of those mid to long range zoners, while Megaman excels at being in close to mid. So when they're zoning, it's more of just like picking his options when to go in. Like he has options like Leaf Shield that I've seen there to just trying to get off the options.
Yeah, it's a good get out of jail card when you're trying to land, especially against Wolf. Oh, just barely missing it. Like that's something you're gonna always see Blitz go for. Like a lot of people respect Wolf's
like Blitz
recovery.
Hawk.
Exactly. I was just about to say a lot of people respect Wolf recovery. BlitzLuigy will not. He does not care what recovery you have. He will always meet you off stage.
Like I was saying earlier, he loves to play against aggressive players. Any type of aggression you see, he's going to pick it off, and he's going to feel great about it.
Yep.
As you're seeing here, he knows he's coming down with the arrow, just goes for the parry and gets a punish.
Which is crazy, too, because Hawk isn't actually an aggressive player. He's very good at being passive-aggressive as a whole. But kind of like so, just walking up at BlitzLuigy just to force out the air dodge. Like that wasn't a feared air dodge. That was something that Hawk made him do.
Just over time, and you got to imagine since they've played so much together, these people know the routes that they're going to go for against each other. And right now, we're just going to see a testament of that.
Yep.
There's thousands of bouts potentially.
Oh, I love the chase. Like he knew that Hawk isn't going to fall for that, but punishing him on the out tilt. That's very similar to the aerials parries that I was talking about earlier. But Blitz knows that Hawk loves these up smashes out of shield. Even at 9%, he still went for it. Exactly. Just try and get off of you. And it didn't work. Cost him instead.
It's very similar, you know, just chasing them to the ends of the earth. He just wants to kind of force that option. And look at that. Ooh. Almost getting a downer there, knowing the aggressive option was coming. But Hawk just knowing something else that Blitz didn't, getting that great aggressive upbeat.
Yes, thank you, Maniaco187, for following, by the way. Right now in game number 1 here still, like you see that Hawk's trying to play a little bit more aggro because of the situation he's in, but Blitz is taking full advantage of it. Like I'm really impressed by the way that Blitz has been able to adjust his playstyle so far throughout this tournament.
I think the big thing that Hawk's going to need to do is adjust his hot cold playstyle to be just a bit different. We saw it when he went for that bear before he got knocked off stage previously, where he just kind of used the platform and was like, hey, I'm not going to get off. Just kidding, I am right now. And, you know, him looking for that tech situation there, not going to work out too much. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Look,
that was
look, I got to give you some credit in the... Oh, did he just SD? Yeah, well, he didn't SD, but he gave up the stock because of it. And, like, you know, he kind of bobbed his head forward like, damn, I'm like... It was something he definitely gave up himself, but 100 to 12%.
Hopefully he doesn't let it get to his head too much. I mean, we're already seeing what Hawk can do at early percents, already putting him at 37.
The main thing is just stay out of being tech chased. Hawk he's going for the nairs. He's trying to go for the down throws because he wants to tech chase you over and over and over again. That's where like, Hawk makes his money.
It's like watching Wizrobe melee. Just
very similar. Very similar play style. Yeah, I agree.
And right now, all Blitz really has to do is kind of find himself like an up tilt, maybe force Hawk off stage and getting the S smash.
Oh, he got the good graces of God to come in and save his metal hands because he just barely missed getting hit by that down smash. That probably would have killed too, even at 69%.
Yeah, and that's going to be it. He got a bit too aggressive there. Sometimes when you get out of that situation, you're like, okay, now I can come back.
That one I don't know so much more if it was aggression. I think he might have just messed up the angle. Then again, like if Blitz tried to go trade with him, he could have backed him off with it. Who knows? That could have been in his mindset. I just where he landed, like right on the edge. I think it was a missed angle. Either which way, though.
Yeah,
he did.
It's also one of those things where when the pressure's on you, these are mistakes that are forced on you. And it's like Hawk being someone who plays Wolf exclusively, Wolf so much, you know he's got most of these angles on deck.
Yep.
But when you're constantly getting things thrown at you and you are the entire time needing to make this comeback, it's not like
being a Fox player prior too,
exactly.
like he's used to having to adjust his angles on the fly like that. But just to point out, signing in, BlitzLuigy's currently up in a game, loses semis, only a best of 3, and having the run of his life throughout CT's best weekly. What new? Like, what is it about what he's done today? Is it the confidence, or is he just gotten? Is he starting to level up? I love seeing it.
Yeah, who knows? Hawk, I saw in the very tail end of the last game, as well as in this game, just putting out a bit more lasers, trying to force the initiative when he can, and then mixing in some of this hot, just getting these up smashes like you just saw.
The thing is, in that last game too, like it's not like this is too far off in terms of similarity. Like, it wasn't too big of a lead, but it was relatively even for the first stock or so. Then Blitz punished him on a ill-advised up smash attempt, I believe it was. So some of the confidence looks like it's coming back to Hawk, but I'm really feeling it in terms of the BlitzLuigy department right now.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, as you saw, using the dog to, just land and immediately just come back in the air. Aggressive up smash. Gonna get punished. Now we see Hawk in the corner.
Yeah, Hawk trying to read a roll from the looks of that positioning there, but not going to get the kill. And at 172 right now, like Wolf definitely doesn't lack in the kill department, but now he has to chase.
Yeah, as you see here, now Hawk slightly adjusting, now trying to aggress whenever he lands on that dog. But we're going to have to see how he goes for it.
My goodness. The stare down between the two of them, but Hawk realizing that he's going to come on that. Back throw might finally kill.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Yeah, there we go. 200+%. I like the fact he just kept going for down throw for stage position instead. Maybe wouldn't have to go for the back throw, but 200, that's going to close it out.
I mean, right now the percent that Hawk's in is definitely something that Blitz can just immediately end if you get something like an S smash or even an up tilt.
Or even a forward air really at the ledge too. If he catches him jumping away from the corner, like he might be able to close it out.
Yeah, you see right now Hawk trying to land with these fares, but pellets are very good. They have a lot of range and able to just kind of get it going.
Yeah, you see how far he went there with that forward air too. Oh, he committed a little bit too deep. Luckily for him though, the air dodge has so much distance.
Just kind of trying to force the situation. Hawk doing a great job getting as much percentage as he can before he possibly loses his stock. And now just immediately grabbing center stage.
Yeah, I like it. Just get away from the corner. You need to take advantage of the fact that you have a stock up right now, and Blitz is the one swinging for the fences. He needs to close out the stock. Why give him an opportunity at the corner?
You saw at the tail end of the last game, while Hawk was making that comeback, Blitz was struggling a bit to close that stock. And now we're kind of just seeing some small similarities to that situation. Where this time, Blitz on the receiving end, and him now having to try to make this comeback.
Yeah, it was rough for him too because he was already out of saw in the back air ranges or saw in the forward air ranges, so he couldn't reliably get any type of kill confirm. I like the way he makes it up there to get himself not only on the other side but get max damage off of that, but it does not matter.
A down smash immediately. Now we see the exact opposite of the last game, where Blitz is on the receiving end, and he's going to need to see if he can come back with this. Whereas Hawk able to just play a bit more reaction-based, a little bit more defensive as he likes, as compared to when he had to kind of go in and commit just to get that comeback going.
Yeah, Hawk is the best when he has a stock lead. Like that's when you run into the most trouble of playing against Hawk, because he's content with doing very simple things that cause your damage to rise fast.
Yeah. And just seeing how he just sometimes just does these empty hops. He goes to the double jump. He's just looking for the option for you to go in. Immediately, just as you see right there, gets that fair, gets the tech situation, down smash. It's as easy as that if you let him.
That's all he needs. I've said it multiple times. Whenever you play against Hawk, the main thing you have to focus on is avoid tech chases. Problem is, Wolf can set you up in them so easy. Between down throw, between nair, between a missed tech on a dash attack or something. And it just works so well for him. Blitz, that one was hard. After that game one being so close, game two, it looked like he had nothing figured out on Hawk, really. Hawk had the entire pace of the game.
And this time, going to FD, it seems. What do you think about this decision?
Ooh.
And they had both games on PS2. I feel like.
See, I have a mixed opinion on this because I think you're thinking the same thing as me. As good on paper as this seems for Megaman, you hark back to the thought of what happened with Kevaros. Lasers and how Hawk plays.
I think he would have benefited from something like
I think
Smashville,
platforms or in some way, yeah.
Just to like kind of get enough space where he can kind of just get those situation pushes him away, but also has enough space where he can just kind of box with him.
I know Town and City may not be like the best option, and this is probably the best of what was available for him to pick, but it's just the way that Hawk plays. Like, it works so well from here. Granted, though, I think this is probably the most picked stage that I see BlitzLuigy go to, period.
And comfort picks are important.
Yeah, it could be a comfort pick. It's definitely a great stage for Megaman. Don't get me wrong at all, but just this one, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, and right now, this game actually looking a lot more even. Very different from both of our other games. And yeah, it looks like the counter pick's kind of going into effect.
Yeah, it's pretty much dead even right here, to be real, too. Oh, yeah, you got Lasers. Mine's way better. Oh,
yeah,
he catched him on the tech chase, too.
Again, goes for another aggressive one, but not going to get too much out of it. Allowing him to land, getting kind of just going a bit too close to the sun, as one would say. And just like that,
he wasn't close enough to the sun. Hawk wanted to help him get there. And he's going to take one stock and send it all the way to the sun. Coming back fresh, though. I also agree, Bad Nick. The music, you can never go wrong with the music choices on FD, ever.
Right now, I think the biggest challenge is going to be getting this stock within, like, let's say, another 30 seconds, another minute, because the last thing you want to be is behind Hawk.
I agree. You know, it's much like we pointed out before, when Hawk has a stock lead, he is the most dangerous. He's willing to play a little bit more approach heavy. He's willing to play trade heavy because he knows his stocks are on borrowed time. Oh, there we go. Even though the drag down happened, still able to close it out with the back air after.
Oh my gosh. With the taunt here, trying to hype himself up. As you saw earlier, you know he's an emotional player. And it's times like these where you just want to get yourself a bit more energy to just push yourself forward, especially
exactly.
when you're upset.
Like, you have to just get out of your own head and force the initiative, especially in Game 3 here. You know, for Blitz, he's got nothing to lose here. For Hawk, he does. Hawk has the greater positioning. Hawk wants to come back and take out Ling. Meanwhile, Blitz is on this tear right now.
Yeah, honestly, it's one of those things where the difference between the good and the great is when something bad happens to them, they don't think, oh no. They think, well, now I'm fixing it right now. And that's the type of mentality you need. Blitz showing some signs of that, but Hawk just doing a great job of making himself almost like a fortress.
Swift mental awareness on Blitz, by the way, there. When he saw that he was going towards the ledge, holding off so he can be able to immediately jump back on with back air, getting himself out of that corner, because otherwise he would have been in a tech situation, and we would probably seen Hawk having a field day with him right now in the corner.
Yeah, right now, Hawk just doing a great job of weaving in and out, trying to create just enough space so it can react to these options that Blitz is throwing out. But getting a bit too hasty there.
Yeah, and you know what?
Almost losing that stock.
That's huge for him, too. Oh, he decided to back off. He had ripped his jump off of that initial fair. Throwing out not one, not two, not three, but
17.
Oh, and that takes it out. He caught him with the up airs. For some reason, I always think that's just never going to kill until I see it actually kill, because it's just so slow. But last stock, 54% to 0. We've seen Blitz make some very big damage very fast.
We've also seen Hawk just kind of just completely shut down these situations with people. So what's it going to be? I mean, last stock.
You're right, though. This is just exactly where Hawk plays so well, and particularly against those who are trying to force it a little bit too much. Luckily for Blitz, getting by the F-tilt there, but he has to make the right call. The delay from Hard Knuckle actually keeping him just enough out of range from the up smash.
I feel like these leaf shields are actually becoming a bit detrimental for him.
That one helped him, though. He was able to be reversed out of there with the leaf shield and keep himself alive from that back air.
And right now, we got a lot of momentum going for him.
Hawk has him at kill percent. All he needs to do, get a solid back air or get some. Okay.
Wow.
That is the last thing you would not want that to happen, having him maybe SD there, keeping himself alive, though, 133 to 79%. Getting him with the fair as well.
I like how he rolled back, baiting that option, and now we're getting extremely close. Almost catching that roll read, getting that fair.
He's air-to-airing with Hawk pretty much every single time. Hawk just trying to keep himself grounded, gonna get himself a back throw, finally to get stage positioning. If he can get him with one of these back airs at the list. He parried, but no follow-up.
Expecting more pellets possibly, and now he's looking Looks like he's just looking for an out-of-shield option.
And he held it to shield just long enough. Not going to get hit by the dash cancel up tilt.
Oh
and he's going to get crossed up with the back air and Hawk popping off.
Go.
That was, yeah, a big hug for sure coming out between these two. That is
what
so
a great
needed.
Set. What a great set. The tension behind that last stock, last hit situation.
That was incredible. That was an absolutely incredible set to watch between the two. You know, Hawk, we were talking about how Hawk is normally the one that closes out those stocks a lot easier.